Hi, students. Today we are here with a new chapter 3 Days to See, written by Helen Keller. This chapter is taken from her autobiography 3 Days to See. Before entering to this chapter, let me introduce about the author Helen Keller. Helen Keller was born in 1880 and died in 1968. She became blind and deaf when she was only 19 months old. She learned reading and writing in Braille. She wrote many articles. She wrote her autobiography, The Story of My Life. That is her autobiography 19 Note 2 she has written. Her autobiography proved to be the source of inspiration for such people as are physically handicapped and so on. She was also an exceptional editor and educator. In this portion of her autobiography, she relates in a very interesting way how she would like to spend the 3 days with her eyesight restored. This piece of her autobiography inspires us to make the best use of our senses and enjoy thankfully all the facts of wonder, beauty, and pleasure spreading around us. Here, the author is, Helen Keller, who is blind as well as deaf, here becomes emotional. She imagines each human being to be blind and deaf for a few days with a view to be more appreciative of sight and the joy of sound. She is highly astonished at the replies of her friends who say nothing and feel nothing from the nature even after having two lively eyes. The authoress is blind but sees natural beauties with her inner eyes. She is deaf but gets lessons and blessings from the nature. She feels and knows everything through her power of insight just to touch anything. The authoress talks about human sense and sensibility. She talks about human being who commonly has no depth of life. She's speaking about us, those who are with two lively eyes and two lively ears. What a matter of great surprise that human being leads the whole life meaninglessly. Only a few know the meaning of life and really enjoy it. Again, she is criticizing us. We are having eyes, we are having ears to hear, but still we are not satisfied with our life. We are always with complaints about which we don't have. That is why the author thinks to have eyesight only for 3 days. She wants to teach a lesson of life as well as better use of life to them who have eyes to see but see not in real sense. Sometimes her hearty cries to see all these things in the world. She thinks if she can get much pleasure only to touch the things, what much more pleasure she will get after seeing the things with her eyes. She says that what she would like to see if she is given eyes to use for 3 days. She's very calculative. Just she's imagining. Her imagination is very high. If at all she gets 3 days like an offer, what are the things she is going to see and experience and enjoy the life? Again, the author says that she will divide the period into 3 parts. If at all she gets eyesight, she will divide the period into 3 parts. On the first day, she will like to see those people whose kindness and company have made her life worth living. She wants this because she has known her friends, their hearts, and their souls only to touch their faces. The author asserts that those people who have seen their friends with their eyes know nothing about them. For instance, she given an example of husbands who were asked about the color of their wives if they have seen them really. All of them were confused and they accepted that they have not seen. You see? She is very intelligently she is asking about. She further says that she will collect all her friends and will see them carefully. She will also see the faces of innocent babies and the books she has read being blind. She will also see the beauty of nature. She would like to see the natural happenings of day and night on the second day. Already I told you, she will be dividing these 3 days into 3 parts. She will see the creations on the earth and also the progress made by different classes of people. She would like to see the extincts so that she can know about the origin of the earth and the living organism in better way. Further, she would like to see the museum and the creations of art and idols of goddesses. She will spend the evening of the second day at theatre and cinema hall. Through all these, she wants to know and compare her understanding and feelings as she has experienced in her blindness. On the 3rd day, the last day of her eyes, she again wants to spend her evening in a theatre. She wants to see a hilarious comedy there with a view to collect the real instincts of happiness and to sow it into the hearts of the people. At last, the author says the most significant thing which shows the grandeur of her thought. She says that there is a great difference between what you see and what you understand. The most cases, objects reveals one thing while their real meanings are something different. So one must use one's eyes reasonably. Thus, she wants to bring a thing into the notice of all human beings that the unexpected always happiness. It is needless to say anybody can be blind and deaf in an accident. So the people who are blessed with eyes should see the things in real sense so that If any misfortune happens, life would not be a burden and boring. This is what Helen Keller is talking about her imaginative life. If at all she gets eyesight, this is what she wants to do in this world and to see in this world. This is her dream. She's praying to fulfill the dream in her life. I hope that you understood this lesson. Thank you. Thank you so much.